Hi guys, I'm BK. This is Docker series. This is part 4. I created part 1 continuation and part 2 and part 3, and this is part 4. If you are new to Docker, first go to watch my previous video. In my previous video, I explained about Docker architecture and Docker image, what is Docker container, what is Docker hub, what is Docker CLI, what is Docker host, and also we saw some Docker commands. Okay, so you get this link on this video description. Okay, coming to the topic, today we're going to see what is Docker files and how to write a Docker file. For that, you should know about the Docker file commands. Okay, so today we're going to see example 1 and 2 and 3. I open my VS Code. So this is example 1. Inside the folder, you can see Docker file. So this is very simple Docker file. So here I used only 3 commands, which is from and work directory and copy and command. Okay, what is from? So as I said in my previous video, so Docker container is nothing but computer. So this computer needs a OS. Okay, so how to create a Docker container by using Docker image? How to create a Docker image by using Docker file? So in this from, I mentioned my OS, this image OS we can say, or we can say it's a runtime. Okay, so and the second one, here I'm using, you see what it does. Let me build this image so that you will get understand. For that, I'm going to build this image by using Docker build -t, and I need to mention the Docker image name. So this is a Python. I'm going to name like Python hello world. Okay, so let's enter this. I have successfully created a image. The image name is Python hello world. Okay, let me see the image by using Docker images. Here you can see we are created this Docker image by using this Docker file. Okay, now I'm going to run this image. Okay, for that I need to use Docker run, and I'm going to mention this Docker image name. Okay, this is the image we are created, right? So I need to mention this also here. I'm going to enter. Here you see, hello Bharati, how are you? What actually happening here? Okay, so my application is written by Python. It's very simple. Print hi Bharati, how are you? So inside my Docker file, I need to run my application, this print.py into my Docker container. For that, I need a Python language, right? So for example, if you are a developer, you are developing in your any application in your code, so you should have that application language, right? Which is interpreter, we can say. It's a programming language. So if you have a Python program in your laptop, then only you can run Python related commands and Python related code, right? So for that, you need this. Second one, I mentioned working directories. Okay, so everything, all the actions, all these actions will be happening in this directory only. That's why here I mentioned /app, which is a folder name. So if you want to see this folder, you can see by using sudo docker run -it and / bin and bash. You see here /app. So I go into ls. So inside the ls I can see everything. Here you see cmd entry point and docker file and print.py. Everything I can say. How this comes inside this directory? By using this copy. So by using this copy, what we can do? So this dot is a source, which is it will copy everything here. This example one. So here we have our docker file. If we use this dot, it will take all the folder and all the files. Then the destination. So this is the destination. I said this is my directory. So you copy everything from my source to destination. I hope you guys understand these 3 docker file commands. So coming to seventh line. So what does this mean? I'm going to exit. So again I going to run this program. You see, hi Bharati, how are you? So you are a developer. You need to run your code once you done. For that, how you run on your local? It's very simple, right? Python print.py. Supposed to be Python 3. See this? Hi Bharati, how are you? So in my local, I need to run this. Then only this code will execute. So the same here, if you use cmd, it will execute this file print.py. I hope you guys understand this concept. Okay. So now we see this from and working directory and copy and cmd, which is a command. Okay. Now inside this example one folder, there is a folder called cmd entry point. So I'm going to use another. So we're going to execute this one. Okay. So here I using Ubuntu OS. Okay. The entry point is echo and cmd is hello world. What does this mean? Okay. So by using this entry point, we can do the same action which we are done by using cmd, right? So I'll give you a example. Here I can change entry point to be n to r t r y p o i n t. Okay, this will work. Let's see. First I need to build this image 1. Now I need to run this image. Here is 1. You see, we got the same result. If you are using this entry point, you get the same result. We can also cmd. Now you will ask, bro, there is a entry point, there is a cmd. The both are doing the same action or not? They are doing the same action, but there is a different in cmd. Okay. If you use a entry point, you are saying to the container, when you up this image as a container, you should execute this only. We don't add any argument in docker run command. See this, I'll show you. You see here, docker run. So this is a run and image name. Here they added some argument. What does this mean? Coming to here. So let me up this container so that you guys will understand. cd cmd. I'm in cmd folder. Inside this folder you can see this. So in this entry point you can provide your default commands. So this default command will not change. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the image again. So I have successfully done this. Now I'm going to, you see this, with this, I hope you guys understand. If you are still not understand, I'll explain you. So for this entry point, we can do the same actions, we can do the same command action. Okay, And also why we need this entry point. By using this entry point, we can provide the default argument. So in command also here I can provide like this echo, but you need to change this one. Okay, for that you can use like this. So when you execute this, you see, now I going to execute without hi. You see, you get the output like hello world. Now I need to change this hello world to miss you. You can see miss you. How this happened? So I can use this command as an argument, and I can use this entry point as a default value. I hope you guys understand this concept. Now coming to example 2, I go to example 2 directory. If you are still not understand, just comment, then only I will know. So this example 2, what we going to do is, so in example 1, we saw this from and working directory and entry point and CMD, everything. So we saw 5 commands. Now here you see arg and run. What does this mean? Now I going to run this Docker file so that you guys will understand. Docker build -t means it's a tag. I'm providing a tag Python example 2, okay, and dot. I'm build this Docker file. You see this, something is happening. What does this mean? So I have a OS, and here I using a argument. I will come to I will explain what does this argument means. First we see run. So here you see, when you use this run, you can install some packages in your container. Okay, because you are building your image, so that image needs dependencies. In my code, here you see I'm using this import pandas as PD. So if you have like you are developer, you are developing your application on your local, so you have Python. If you are using any modules, you need to install, right? The same thing we are doing here by using this run. This argument means, here you see, here I provide this argument pandas. If you want to change this argument through docker run command, it is possible. First we run this docker run. You see, I got the output. So how this output comes? To execute the sprint, if I run this from my local, the same output I got. If you run this in the container, the same output you will get. Okay, here now you need to change the package name by using your docker command. How to do? So this is the command. I'm not going to perform this. You try it by your own so that you get understand. Okay, here I used build -argument and package name equal to request. If I want to change this pip install, so this will change. You see, I'll perform this. If you want to change your package through your command, here I mentioned -build argument. The package name supposed to be request, not Python. So here we can change the package name by using this argument. I hope you guys understand the concept. We reached 17 minutes. So part 4 continuation video we will see. And today we see 5 commands and this one. Total 7 commands we are completed. Okay, I'll see you on next video. Part 4 continuation. On part 4 we'll see example 3, example 4, and part 4 another continuation we will see example 5, 6 and 7. And thanks for watching. If you find this video help you, and do subscribe my channel. And you don't need to worry about the commands which I using, which I perform this session. And you get this repository link on this video description. And tada, bye bye, see you.